Hello, my Vata friends. Let's talk about how stress manifests in your unique body and your mind and how you can manage that stress for optimal health and happiness. So, Vata is the dosha or the archetype in Ayurveda that is comprised of air and space. And these elements hold the qualities of light, cold, dry, and mobile. So that means when we are Vata dominant, we tend to see more of these elements and more of these qualities. And when there are too many of these qualities within us, right, they're in excess, we start to see them manifest in different ways. So we might see it as dry skin, dry hair, dry nails. We might experience it as bloating or gas or constipation. And more specifically, we start to see it in the mind when it manifests as stress. So we start to see it as a lack of focus, anxiety, nervousness, right? This turbulence or this chaos in the mind. And I am a Vata girl, so I'm Vata dominant, and I know how hard this can be, right? To turn off those chaotic thoughts, right? And when we experience those chaotic thoughts, when our mind goes into this mode, we get into fight or flight mode. And what happens with our body is we start to constrict, we start to hold on. So let's talk about how we can manage these imbalances that we see when we are Vata dominant and we are stressed out. What we want to do is we want to bring in the opposite qualities. So we want to bring in more warmth and that grounding energy. I always just think we need to bring in more snuggliness, right? So really, we're going to talk about 4 different ways that you can manage your Vata stress. And number 1 is through abianga. And abianga is a Sanskrit word that just really translates to self-massage. So you can give yourself a little massage. And really how you want to do this is with a warm oil. And abianga is good for all of the doshas, but what makes it different for Vata is the oil that you're going to use. Ideally, Vatas are going to want to use sesame oil because it's warm, it's nourishing, and it's grounding. Now, I love me some abianga, but that sesame oil can be a little stinky. So one thing that I like to do is add a little lavender oil. So just a few drops to give it a nice, refreshing scent, to give it a soothing scent. When you are doing abianga or putting anything on your skin, you need to remember that your skin is the largest organ of your body. So you want to make sure whatever you are putting on it has no chemicals in it. It's organic, it's natural. Ideally, if you put it on your body, you want to also be able to eat it, right? That's kind of the rule of thumb when we are considering things for usage, when we are talking about holistic health. Another great thing about abianga, for those of you that are Vata dominant, which you probably are if you're watching this video, is abianga is so good for nourishing the skin. It's great for calming the nervous system, but it's also amazing for the joints. So just circling it around the knees, the elbows, the shoulders, it literally helps lubricate the joints, which those that are Vata dominant also tend to have issues with. So we tend to be a little more like the Tin Man, a little creaky and a little cracky. Quick fix for you, I always do abianga before I get on a plane. Because think about it, when you're on a plane, it's dry, it's mobile, right? It holds a lot of the qualities of Vata. And I know that my knees always get achy. So I massage my knees with oil before I get on a plane. So the second tip that we are going to talk about today is really simple, right? When it comes to holistic health and when it comes to Ayurveda, you do not have to go big or go home. A really simple thing you can do anywhere is sit down. You could sit down, cover yourself with a blanket, right? 2 easy ways to bring in the earth element, to bring in the fire element, right? That nourishing, grounding energy and that warmth. Now, number 3 is a pranayama or a breath practice called Nadi Shodhana or alternate nostril breathing. So I want to run through one round of this breathing exercise with you here, but to learn more about this breathing practice along with Vata balancing meditations, you're going to want to head to Eka's Holistic Hub. So if you are watching this, you're not in the car, you're not walking, you're able to fully focus, go ahead, take a seat, and then sit nice and tall. Even I have to work on my posture here after being at the desk all day. Right, feel the shoulders roll back, feel your low belly slightly engage. And then you're going to bring your right hand to your face. So you're going to bring your ring finger to your left nostril, your thumb to your right nostril, and your peace fingers towards your third eye. And then you can shift your gaze down the tip of your nose, or you can close your eyes fully. Inhale through both nostrils. And then plug that right nostril, exhale fully through the left. Inhale through your left nostril. Plug the left and exhale fully through your right. Inhale through the right. And then plug the right, exhale fully through the left. And then drop that right hand back to the lap. Open your eyes. And this is a tool you can also take anywhere with you. Right, so you'll do that as long as you need to until you start to feel that calming, that soothing energy in both your body and your mind. This is also one of my favorite breathing exercises for insomnia. So Vata peeps that tend to wake up between 2 and 6 a.m., right? This is one of the Vata times of day. This is a great practice to incorporate to help bring yourself back to bed, get back into that sleep so that you can wake up refreshed. All right, the last tip I want to share with you here is all about herbal remedies. It's all about Ayurvedic formulations. And there are so many that we can talk about, but for the sake of this video and for the sake of streamlining and simplifying, I want to recommend Veda Warrior's stress supplement. So Veda Warrior is this amazing new company. I actually had Smrita Chobe, the founder, the CEO of this company, on my podcast a few weeks back. So to learn more about her and the company, definitely go check out that podcast. In a nutshell, her family is from India. They have owned Ayurvedic farms in India since like the 1800s, so super long time, and she's starting to bring this back. So she has created these supplements that incorporate CBD along with other herbs, Ayurvedic herbs, that are going to balance your specific body type, your specific dosha. So it's super cool. I use the product. Absolutely love it. I even have my 65-year-old mother-in-law on it. She swears by it and says that it even helps her arthritis. So this is an amazing supplement. It's got a little bit of everything in there, and that's why I like it. Instead of telling you a million different herbs, this is the most bang for your buck. If this resonates with you, you're interested in trying it out, you can also head to Veda Warrior's website and use the promo code EKAVEDA for 10% off of your order. So I really hope all of these tips helped you. I hope this information was insightful. If you liked what you had to hear, if you took away some good nuggets of wisdom, some useful information, hit like and subscribe. And then until next time, I hope you stay happy and healthy.